So here's one of the true tests of an event, how quickly newspapers get the information. Now bearing in mind that that guy had said that in that particular video that this is effectively the media centre of the Times Square. Reuters, I think, is just on the left hand side of where this guy started his drive-by thing. So shocking photos show moment drug crazed driver tried to flee police after playing into pedestrians. Times Square, 3 blocks, killing and injuring 22. I won't talk about how 3 times 22 is 66, and half of that is 33. But there's that picture again that we were talking about. There he is. There's another one of him, this time with no shirt, so I assume he's resisting arrest, but make sure you get a decent photograph of it. We'll look and see who this Charles Gerwin is at some point. There's his face pressed against that green building. By the way, that green building isn't a police station. Well, it can't be, can it? Because it's still the green building. Let's have a look. Same picture again. Now we've got a couple of other ones where he's jumping up and down. Again, how does this guy get this picture? And it's so clear, it's so perfect. It's a bit like the Melbourne one. The guy was doing donuts and everybody captured that piece of footage, but no one's captured the actual driving down the street, which, you know, give it time, we'll see what comes out of it, because if it's going to mirror Melbourne, we're going to get videos from inside shops or just from outside shops showing a car going past. Still, no pedestrians being hit. I suspect that will be what we end up seeing. So there we go, we've got the picture here. You know, they've cordoned off the area, but again, they're allowing this guy to take the pictures, the ones that are getting put out in the newspapers. What have we got here? This is supposed to be a body of a person. Again, how's this picture been taken overhead? Drone. You know, it's Reuters have got their hands on this one. There we go. Proof it must have been happened because there's a guy getting into a police car being arrested. Then we've got this pretty young lady here. Now, bearing in mind, I can't remember which video I said it in, but when it comes to the newspapers, especially the Daily Mail, they love to make sure that they've got the photogenic people when it comes to the witnesses. And in this case, you know, they've identified this girl and they're putting her pictures out on the day of her death. You know, is there no sensitivity with these things? That's why when we're labeling them drills, it's because of stuff like this. They don't seem to respect the dead, and the reason why they don't respect the dead is because they're not dead, and that's what it is. So we've got this as well, just him coming out of a police station. Not much to really say on this one. I mean, again, you've just got the fact that the news are waiting. They've managed to get him, get a picture of him. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's Daily Mail have got all the pictures already before, you know, the whole thing's done and dusted by the end of the day. I mean, we've talked about this before. We've got people on the side. This is supposed to be a woman who's supposed to be dead, but again, where's the sensitivity to anything? Just because they've pixeled this particular out, it's the fact that they have been taking the pictures. They're scattered across the road. What else we got? No paramedics. Honestly, it looks so much like Melbourne. It's unbelievable. You know, you've just got pedestrians, the citizens. They're the ones that are actually doing any treating, but I think they're just there to make it seem as if something's going on, and that's why they're just surrounding them. So here we go. Somehow Daily Mail already know the exact movements of this guy. He did a U-turn. He's driven past the Reuters building. He's killed his first person quite early on, and then we're just assuming that at some point between there and there, he ends up crashing the car. Again, we won't see anything of that, and if we do, it'll just be sort of car driving by. It won't be anything major. And you see, when you're looking at these pictures as well, you can't distinguish where they are because of how placed they are. You know, to track down this particular picture, you're going to have to sort of put a little marker there. Right, there's one guy. Where's this girl? Oh, you know, put another marker down. But then look at this guy in the background. He's obviously laying on the ground as if he's been injured, but then it looks like he's taking a photograph of these two people Or is he just getting low down so he gets a decent photograph? It's just very odd. What else we got? Just another one where people are being told to move aside. I mean, the guy managed to get out of this pretty unscathed. You know, we've seen a picture of him. His shirt's not ripped or anything like that. He doesn't look like a guy who's just crashed into a load of bollards. There's quite a lot of damage, including to the rear of his car as well. You know, look at the rear of it. What would cause that if he's only just driven over? I mean, would it be one of these bollards that have fallen on the floor? I don't know. Let's see. Starbucks. I forgot to put a picture on my on the Fort Lauderdale video, but when the gun that was dropped in the baggage area, they put a little Starbucks cup next to it as almost like you know, like they do with the place markers with evidence to say where the gun was dropped. They put a Starbucks cup next to it, and Starbucks does feature in these drills, but we'll have to talk about it another time. Another overhead view somehow, and that seems to be it. So let's just see what people's reactions are. An accident is something happened without any intent. Driving the wrong way up a street, being full of drugs and speeding into pedestrians is not an accident. It may not be classed as terrorism, yet it sure wasn't an accident. Rose Red from Manchester, you're an idiot. You're judging this without seeing anything, and this is the problem we've got with people, is that, you know, it's just, they just believe the story right off the bat. Actually, no, I take that back. Look at this one. All this, yet he manages to get out of his car without a scratch. Unbelievable. Okay, Liberty from Brooklyn. You're alright in my book. I was just about to finish the video, and then I refreshed the Daily Mail page, and they seem to have managed to get what looks like a movie trailer. They've actually got a video of the car crashing. You got to check it out. Here it is.